night in Madison. The fans are on their feet. DJ Carstensen, Kevin Brill, Bert Smith are officials, and we're underway from the Kohl Center. Wisconsin coming off a devastating loss in overtime, 77-73 to halt what was some of the best momentum in the country. Washington just trying to get back to 500 and keep pace with a spot in the Big Ten tournament on the line. Winter open, comes up short.
Gotta be careful about leaving him open. Very capable shooter.
Best start of the last couple of games now, 3 for 15 in his last 5, including the start here. See how Washington can get into their offense. They've shot the ball exceptionally well, especially in February, but over the last couple games, Kai Mason has been absolutely on fire. Nearly a turnover. Diallo with a bad pass. Osobor recovers with 7 on the shot clock.
This is who you want to have the ball.
Back down, knock away, and a turnover.
Probably just showing his patience when he gets it.
That could be great, though, for shooters to have a big man who can garner that attention. Maybe some openings on the outside.
For sure.
Osobor. Looking to go against Winter. Find some space for the deuce.
Listen.
Osobor with a size advantage.
Go back at him.
Kick it. Swing. 8 to shoot for Blackwell. Attack on Diallo. Reload. Likes the matchup with the freshman. They're going to go right back to the big man. 2 to shoot. Tonje, tough shot maker. Right on cue. Being 23 years old in this game can really play a factor. A guy who's seen a lot of basketball, and speaking of, Kai Mason, just a junior, has been lights out. Now 14 of his last 25 from 3.
Yeah, he's been automatic as of late.
The development of Tonje on full display. Absorbs the contact. Around it goes for Klesmit.
The defense there by Harris, cutting him off.
Wisconsin just 1 for 5 to start this game. One of the more explosive offenses, certainly in the Big Ten in the country. Blackwell clearing space for 2. And he can get it inside. Diallo couldn't get to it. Crowell gets there first.
See if they can play with some pace here, get an easy one. Yep.
Blackwell will do exactly that. Comes up short. Winter cleans it up.
And Blackwell didn't make the shot, but it's his push and his momentum which got that point.
Easily the worst his team's played all season, but if it was going to happen, late February is the time for it to happen. Danny Sprinkle in his first year is just trying to make the Big Ten tournament. He's been thrilled with how his guys have fought through the adversity this season, including
around the corner. You got recruiting, the transfer portal. These guys are still playing for a lot. Not talented young players with big dreams. It's always fun to see.
Close losses.
Absolutely. You saw them shoot around today. They had a good energy, good spirit about them.
Davis at the controls. Right back from Osobor, looking to turn the corner. He'll pull and hit the J.
Hey, listen, man. This dude's
on the floor, along with Winter, Janicki, and Gilmore. This is a Washington team that really only plays 8 players, especially without Courtright. Tonje just floats it through.
Great touch. It's really dangerous when you have to guard a guy so uptight because you're scared of the 3. Makes it really difficult. We can also drive. It's a 3-level score.
And now a steal. McGee takes it away. Leave it. Tonje hangs and hits.
Great body control. We just saw that last possession getting the steal, finishing in transition. They're following the leader.
Oh, nice entry. And Osobor can't get the roll, but he'll shoot 2.
When in doubt for Washington.
5th in the conference in rebounding, 3rd in steals, averaging 15 points per game. Is that a free throw wedgie?
Yeah.
We just had a free throw wedgie.
Fella.
So we've had a no-whistle first 5 minutes. And
great fight by Davis. They had a mismatch with Winter, and he did a great job fronting him, not allowing the easy entry.
Mason probe, swing, extra. So the open man.
Oh, you're supposed to shoot that.
Breidenbach will hit the 3.
Okay, never mind. Let me be quiet.
Breidenbach, leave it for Davis. 10 to shoot, being hounded by McGee. Fitting that both guys were number 4. Both gritty players. What a drive and finish by Iheanacho.
A great explosive drive. No wasted movement. Came off the pick, went right at the big. Great finish.
His first point since February 8th.
Oh, wow. So we're celebrating tonight.
Yeah, well, somebody is at least. Tyree deserves to.
It's a great drive.
Got the shot clock on. Amos isn't shy.
Hey, man, this team is just so deep. They have so many guys. They have a plethora of guys.
And you see the glasses on me, not great.
They're good-looking frames, though.
I appreciate it. It does complete the look.
Absolutely. Very waspy.
Steal. Harris all the way.
See if that gets him going. You know, we talk about Osabar, but
Harris pulls.
He lost that.
Short. Blackwell, no real numbers. He'll force the issue anyway. Attack on Iheanacho. Oh, he squeezed it through.
Called it earlier. And this man.
Gilmore, 5 to shoot. In a crowd. Someone's going to have to put it up. It's Blackwell. Money!
Don't know if that went as planned. You can see Sprinkle mad with 2-3.
Got caught up. Bounce it inside for Crowell against Kepnon. Crowell, spin, baseline for 2.
Pretty move. Great patience. Nice little spin move off the glass. A little English on the reverse.
7-0 sprint here for Wisconsin to take a 12-point lead. And we saw them really extend their lead, especially in the first half against Oregon, and then just lost focus down the stretch. See if they can continue to keep their foot on that gas pedal. Breidenbach thought about it, already has 1-3 today. Stops on a dime and puts in a bucket.
Pretty move again. Complete opposite. If I had a bad shot, I wanted one more so people could get that out of. I didn't want my recent memory to be an air ball.
I've got a feeling Makai Mason's going to be the same way. Swing it.
Game.
Blackwell. Bottom.
And listen, you see a lot of another one. Well, listen, 2 times short.
Blackwell missed it. Hot potato to the outside. Diallo claims. No numbers, he doesn't care. Attack mode, floats it in.
There you go.
Right back at you, Tonje. Recovery defensively. Gilmore, swing. Blackwell's been hot.
A great drive by Gilmore.
Continues to just find ways to improve each game this season. Just having a spectacular final year here in Madison. Diallo has to kick. Osabor's going to have to hoist. Puts it up. Banks it home.
Hey, listen, I don't know if the bank's open this late, but it is. He asked, you know, he was kind enough to kind of ask for some pointers and where you can grow. And I was like, listen, it's not always skills. It's the mental side of the game. Knowing how to close games, taking care of the ball, being a student of the game.
Blackwell is feeling it.
It's clear. Do that in the league. You might get backhanded if you steal a rebound from a big.
Hey, that's a paycheck. You got to make sure that you get your stats up right.
Absolutely. There he goes. He gives it back to him. He's
Crowell.
man. He's had a couple of those tonight. Just taking his time, seeing where the defense is playing him, and he likes that left shoulder. You're Osabar. At some point, I got to see if he can go over the other shoulder.
Now he is on the other side. Just a giveaway. Makai Mason lost it. McGee showing the speed to the rim. 15 points.
See if you notice, Washington is switching everything, but what that's doing is causing mismatches. Great job coming to double there, though.
Davis, get it up ahead. Mason,
push.
King, right back to him. Extra. Davis, let it fly. Knock it down.
That's how they have to play. The easiest looks are going to come early for them. Once Wisconsin gets set, as we've seen, Washington hasn't gotten a lot of great looks.
Amos finds the cutting Blackwell.
Now got you gang with experience and watching old Coach Video.
2 for an opportunity, but Washington doesn't really take advantage. Iheanacho, kick it, corner, Mason for 3.
They can do that.
Shot clock turned off. Wisconsin can hold for the final shot here. They've led by as many as 17 in this first half, and it's been Blackwell the star with 17 points of his own.
Could be a big stop for Washington, staying in this game, staying within reach.
Blackwell, 5 seconds left. Drive on Mason, spin in the lane, fades, and fills it up. What a finish to an extraordinary first half for John Blackwell.
Absolutely.
Caps off his night.
Come down with it, but that's what you want coming out of half, is executing right out of the break.
Danny Sprinkles talked about these experiences, building on them now for the future of this program. And while maybe not converting to a ton of wins as Winter trains for 3.
Down drive, kick, it always leads to a good 3. Wisconsin's like the epitome of that. They'll pass up a good shot for a great one.
That's a great one right there.
Right there, on cue. Great touch. Great pass by Tonje.
And this is what's made Tonje so special. He hasn't been the go-to scorer. Blackwell's got 19, Crowell's got 10, but Tonje has been an effective connector, and he's showcasing his defense so far in this game as well.
He is.
Kept on a man's rebound, lost it on the way up, sticking with the play. Another chance, wild attempt, and finally Crowell secures. Tonje in transition. Finds the trailer. Winter, extra, Blackwell, corner, off the screen. Blackwell turns the corner, stripped. Osobor ahead of the pack, has the cookies and the milk.
Hey, big. You know, when they play these big-time teams like a Wisconsin, Osobor's not having a dynamic game. It's really hard for them to compete.
Tonje, too tough.
And on the other end, Wisconsin just comes at you in weight.
Boarded Harris after he pulled that down, and we've seen just the swarm nature of this Wisconsin defense.
That's hard to do that.
Mason, quick trigger, hits the three.
Good misdirection. Comes off the screen, corner fadeaway. Big time shot. He's really been shooting the ball well. He's been pretty much automatic if he gets any space.
He's 3 for 3 from downtown today. He came in 13 of 24 in his last 3 games. Same move, same result. Crowell has been dominant in that matchup.
And that time, the right shoulder showing the display on the off hand. Left hand touch, little English off the glass. He's had some really nice plays down low tonight.
Osobor, the response.
That's what he does right there. He makes a steady living, steady diet in the paint.
He's building real estate over there. That little kind of in-between area.
Yep. You can only do that if you got touched. Good ball movement,
give and go. Janicki from McGee. Peanut butter filled pretzel, actually.
Peanut butter filled pretzel.
Yeah.
Good God.
You're out on that?
The works.
Oh, come on.
I'm a simple man.
What are you going with?
Late night? I'm an ice cream guy.
Well, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call that a snack.
Well, yeah. It's a dessert.
Yeah, you're in the right place in the Midwest, as is Kamari McGee, who has just had the perfect send-off season here in Madison. Oh, lob it inside. Brodenbach.
You got to go up with that. He's had the size advantage.
Davis says 3 is more than 2.
Again.
Tonje open. Oh, Gilmore got in there, just could not secure it.
The great cut by Tonje, you know, relieved him. Oh, great back door.
Beautiful dime. Osobor finds the cutting Harris.
Washington just hanging around.
Oh, Kamari McGee, smallest guy on the floor, getting upstairs.
Absolutely.
Ate too much. McGee turns the corner for 2.
Nice drive. I love straight line drives, no wasted movement. Everybody always talks about bad work. Aggressive off the dribble, attacking the basket, finishing.
Back to this 1-3-1 for Washington defensively. It leaves Blackwell. Offensive rebound and putback for Janicki.
Good crash on the opposite side.
Something to build for. Janicki now just getting it done on both ends. Comes away with a steal. Blackwell inside.
Good
Amos.
Seal. Good seal.
Drop, step, and finish.
That's how you reward a big man. He runs down the floor, gets position. You got to feed him. Turn and strong finish.
Right now, it has been the big men, the plethora that Wisconsin can throw at Washington. That's been the difference. Diallo drives, fend off, and finish.
That's where I want him to live. I want him to live in the paint. Get a groove going, then start to shoot the shots from outside. But I want to see you attack the paint. Got to get to your bread and butter. I think he's a heck of an athlete. I like when he's driving towards the basket for Washington.
Janicki trying to show off the bunnies, and he'll get 2. He was one of the heroes in West Lafayette 2 weeks ago. 11 points on 4 of 6 shooting. He was 3 of 4 from downtown for Wisconsin.
And nothing like getting a little ovation, heading to the bench, letting you know.
He finds him. It's Davis. Oh, good fake. Extra pass. Mason comes up short. For Janicki, it's impressive that he's stayed engaged the way he has. And he's feeling himself now. Pure from the outside. Into the paint. Keeps the dribble alive. And now a reset for Wisconsin with 15 to shoot. Meanwhile, Max Klesmit has been on the bench. He's questionable to return with a lower body injury. Nice cut. Tonje is fouled.
They do a great job of cutting without the ball.
For a guy like him who hasn't seen consistent minutes all year.
Right. Absolutely. Big compliment to him. You can only play this well off the bench, especially in inconsistent minutes, not knowing when your name's going to be called. You have to be locked in to perform. You can clearly see he came in tonight focused, having an impact here in the second half.
There's Klesmit watching on the bench to 14-2 Badger run to extend this to 26. Iheanacho, that's a tough finish.
Yeah, he's quick off the dribble going to his
second half. Wisconsin is shooting the basketball 59% from the floor, and they're only 7 of 22 from 3. Washington 7 of 16. Amos looking to add. Money.
I just think Wisconsin shoots the ball too well versus zone. Not to mention they have bigs.
It goes to Blackwell. Badgers have made 4 in a row from the floor, looking to add. Amos not shy.
Okay. Playing that role of maybe like a Chris Bosh, a little transition 3, stepping right into it. That is having an impact for Wisconsin. Different names.
Janicki with 8 off the bench. Xavier Amos now with a season-high 11. Kepnong finally gets one to go. Oh, blocked inside. Followed the entire way by Mason. 7 to shoot. Tonje. Get it right back to Blackwell. The cross. Blackwell forced his way to the free throw line.
Great aggressive drive.
Only at the Badger.
Absolutely not. This is a worldwide feeling of yours.
To respect it, but I didn't love it, no.
There's Blackwell getting his first points of the half. Hasn't really had to be aggressive this half with all the contribution he's got from everywhere else. Even off the bench, McGee, Janicki, guys who have come in and had a huge impact. This team is definitely dominating in unity.
First 20-point game for Blackwell since January 21st when he had 23 at UCLA. Osibor finds some space and he'll go to the free throw line. Now, Greg Gard talked about it basically.
More of their second home loss after being up 15, 16 points with only 6-7 minutes left. Oregon finds the gas pedal still being pushed.
Richie King back in the game. Osibor left all alone.
He's teed up a couple tonight, but I like him inside. He had that game where he went 5 for 5 over the season, and now it's, you know how that is. It's a gift and a curse. Now he's starting to test his luck out there a little bit.
He banked home the first one, but he's 1 for 5 overall tonight. Tonje's pass deflected into the hands of Blackwell. Going to add to his stellar night with another 3. Yes, sir.
Wow. They're getting whatever they want right now. It just looks like from a talent standpoint, Wisconsin is far superior than this Washington team. That's why I said earlier, anytime you're in a game like this, good drive.
Iheanacho will go to the free throw line.
Got to find ways to make it junky, make it.
Danny Sprinkler said to us earlier, you have to make it a spread.
Off the 3, catching and going and finding another man. They call that putting out the fires. Good offensive rebound there.
Kepnong with a chance for 3.
He's done a great job at his effort.
Kepnong is a silver lining, finally looking healthy at only college basketball.
It is crazy, the new college game, how long some of these guys get to play.
No, we got a lot of Van Wilders, a lot of them. Tonje being one of them in his 6th season. That's a hard foul. Tonje took the brunt of that contact from Kepnong at the end. You mentioned Draymond Green. With Diana Taurasi retiring today, I don't know if you saw, there was an article released, and they're all in the room, and it's all these Olympians, and she turns to Draymond and says,
intensity, he's found his way.
And an elite example of understanding what your role in this team, on his team is.
Perhaps the best ever. He's one of the best role players that we've seen in the NBA. I mean, he's one of those guys that has starred in his role, and because of that, he's seen the likes of an Olympic, gold medal, all-star games, max contracts.
Eventually will make his way to Springfield. It just feels like this Wisconsin team is an example.
He sees that Blackwell has it going. He doesn't force anything. Just lets the game now fake. That's a heck of a skill to have. Short there.
Many believe a chance to be a legitimate NBA player, especially with some extra development, with another year potentially here in Madison.
Absolutely. Another year, putting some weight on, understanding the game a little bit.
The season has gone on. Last year they were up in the top 10 and then just couldn't continue that level of play, went on a skid to finish the regular season, and just it felt uneasy going into the postseason.
I can't speak on last year, but I can tell you from my experience.
On their way to win number 22 as King misfires. Amos, Freitag, Ilver, Ricardo Greppi, and Jack Janicki The 5-on-4. Ilver, the hoop and harm. The Estonian, this is a guy who actually was in the rotation, had seen his play.
When your names will be called. Seems like every single one of these Wisconsin Badgers, every time their name is called, they come in here with high energy.
Reppy, the trailer. And Freitag is fouled on the outside by Jace Butler.
He's had everything. Taking what the defense has been giving him, haven't been forcing anything. Even the second half, he didn't try to come out here and have another big
team at halftime. Mickey clears the rebound. What a night for him as well. Chance to crack double figures for the second time in a couple of weeks. Amos already with 11, looking for more. Kepnang with a foul.
Kepnang has come over here with some lumber. He has been
incoming for Wisconsin.
Never get an opportunity to play unless it's a blowout one way or the other. And these are impact. It's a great point.
Only 7 free throw attempts for Washington. Their season low before tonight, 12. Back on February 5th. They'll get one more here as Diallo with a nice finish inside.
Absolutely.
And a chance for 3.
Right off the spin.
You're right. I was just glad to try to get Wendy's player of some kind.
Is that the next step down?
I don't even know.
Is it Wendy's, Burger King, or?
I don't know. Arby's?
Arby's is crazy by you, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say the slogan, but I'm not trying to get a pause on live television. Under a minute to play. Ilver comes up short. You see it all the time with walk-ons getting their opportunity. If Isaac Gard puts up a shot, what's left of this crowd will be locked and loaded.
I really hope we get it.
And we should, with 5.8 seconds separating shot and game clock at Beckway with a bucket. Let's see if they feed him, or will they hold it? And get some more. Knopp and Hodges in the game. Here's Gard. They're looking to get him a shot. Gard on the fend
he wants it. You can see he wants it.
Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay here with 16 to shoot. Can they free him up is the question.
This will be their last possession. So if it's not now, it's not tonight. For the sake of me hearing this crowd noise, let's see if he can get him one.
Robinson back down, physical, short, long rebound, track down, Robinson, and now Gard's gonna just slow it out. Nope, crowd and bench are trying to egg him on, and it looks like he's gonna dribble it out.
He's gonna do the right thing.
Right thing indeed, a coach's son to the max. Dominant effort from Wisconsin as they get right back on track following the disappointing loss to Oregon. They take this one 88-62 in their first win ever against Washington.